You are with us who are safe, so please look around the workshop. Yeah, I know I may not seem like much to you all, but I promise you, everything in here serves a purpose. But where are my manners? I'm getting ahead of myself here. Introduce some introductions. My right is Candy. My left is Lizzie. My name is Sam. And we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. As gatherers, we scour the galaxy in search of scrap. From the busy cities of Coruscant to the great forests of Kashyyyk, we have dedicated our lives turning overlooked junk into beautiful works of art. The gatherers are here for you. We believe that through your actions that you can bring balance to the Force once again, because, as I'm sure that you all can tell from outside, we're living in some troubling times, to say the least. With the First Order claiming rulership wherever they see fit, and the resistance rounding they can for taking heavy losses. Troubling times like these that we live in, we are need of heroes to rise and take the call, like Luke Skywalker did, who brought down the Empire, bringing hope back to the galaxy. And there's been whispers of another. Rey, with the wills of the Force, has chosen her to follow in his very footsteps. And like this yours, journeys yours have led you to this room. Every decision you have ever made has led you to this moment. And there are no coincidences in the Force. It's brought you here for one reason. To build this. A lightsaber. It is an elegant, enigmatic tool for true, much more civilized time. And your lightsaber is your life, and to be treated as such. It's been crafted by both the Jedi and the Sith for over 25 millennia. And you today to join that ancient tradition. However, it does start with something very small, but very powerful. And that would be the Kyber crystal. And the Kyber crystal is the heart of your lightsaber. It will channel the power of the Force and allow it to ignite an unbreakable blade. The Kyber crystal connects to the Force and magnifies its power. Trust me, there are many crystals all across the galaxy, and we've collected 4 for you that we liberated from the Empire. The color of your crystal matches the color of your unique blade. I want to go with these colors. Sorry, this one right here. Blue. Once wielded, Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one, a Jedi Master Soul, and now a Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka. Luke Skywalker and even Master Yoda himself wielded this color. The violet, rare and beautiful, was famously wielded by Master Mace Windu. And of course, how can you forget? Red, the crystal of power and passion, controlled by Savage Opress, his brother Darth Maul, Darth Vader, and now our supreme leader, Kylo Ren. But enough of other people's stories. Let's begin yours. The moment you'll select your own Kyber crystals for your sabers, so please, clear your mind. Search for feelings and reach out with the Force. Let it guide you to choosing the crystal that calls out to you. As my fellow gatherers go around with the crystal canister,
we already got purple.
And place them on the green pads in front of you. Before they're not quite get stabilized. We'll get to that later. Today. Be concerned about how quick that decision was, my friend. It's fine, it's fine. You don't judge it. Not in front of your face. Excellent. Oh, another one. All right, that's fine. We're okay.
Good job, bud.
Excellent. Okay, a few more red than we were expecting, but that's fine. That's fine. All right, with that out of the way, let's move on to the hills. Hills is the foundation of your lightsaber. He's a center of control. And most importantly, it should protect your hands from being disintegrated by
I want you to build this one.
Actually, I did just remember we are on the outer rim, so no promises on that last part. Go ahead, look over the parts you see in front of you. Pick them up, feel them out. Try to envision your saber in your mind's eye. In a mere moment, you'll go over each and every part that is on your tray. And if you're sitting there wondering how long a moment is, it's about that long. So going from left to right on your tray, you have your chassis, the home of your Kyber crystal. And sections 1 and 2 will be your sleeves. Section 3 will be your mirrors. Section 4 will be your palms. And finally, section 5, 2 matching sets of application plates. I'll be able to building process step by step with my fellow gatherers here to assist if we need it now. The question I have for all of you is, are you ready to build your own lightsabers?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll pick up those chassis and let's build. First, I want to orient those chassis in the right direction. I want to make sure that hollow opening is facing towards the ceiling. That is the top of your chassis. Make sure you remember that as a design your saber. As you can see in the middle is a center chamber. The top of that center chamber is a spring pad. So go ahead and build it out for yourself. And then get your kyber crystals do just like them and place it into that center chamber. Now your kyber crystals should be standing straight up and down as you come to for a quick moment. This is good. This means your chassis is accepted your crystal. It should also be lighting up its color and flash that same color with the old events above. If it is not doing any of those three things, please slide down to my fellow gatherers and deal with this front. Now this step is the most difficult step of the building process, so feel free to ask us for some assistance if we need it. However, I am seeing a lot of flowing chassis, so I think we can move on to our next step to the very far right side of our tray in section number 5. In section number 5, you'll find 2 matching sets of activation plates. You'll select one of those matching sets and make sure that it's a matching set. Once you've chosen your matching set of activation plates, flip them over and look at the belly of each piece. Underneath each piece, you'll find a red square and a blue rectangle. On the bridge of your chassis, you'll find another red square and blue rectangle. That's right, we're playing a little matching game right here. Red square must directly overlap red square, and blue rectangle must directly overlap blue rectangle. And close your kyber crystal into your chassis. Once you've successfully done that, locate your activation switch and flick it up. You should hear a misfire. Good. We like misfires at this point in the building process. It's not really later sound like flying that right now, but you do want to make sure you are hearing those misfires. If you do not hear a misfire when you push up on your activation switch, please let one of my fellow gatherers know. However, once you have heard your own misfire, you're clear to move on to sections 1 and 2. In sections 1 and 2, you will find 4 different sleeves. You'll choose your favorite 2 out of the 4, and it does not matter which 2. One will go on the top half side, one will go on the bottom half side. But there's one very important rule. If I could have all of your attention for one moment, please. There is a thicker and wider band on each of your sleeves. This side must go in first, connecting to your activation plates, and then you will push and twist simultaneously in order to secure those into place. One sleeve for the top, one sleeve for the bottom. Thicker, wider bands go in first, push and twist, secure. Now those sleeves should be secure enough so you can hold from the center and rotate it left and right, making sure those sleeves do not fall off. There are not any sleeves falling off. Aggressive negotiation. Now one thing to note, my friends, is that it is metal on metal, so feel free to really dig deep into those parts. But once we place on both of our sleeves, right now is a great time to test out those activation switches again. If you do not hear a misfire when you push up on your activation, please let all my fellow gatherers know. However, once you have heard from misfire for a second time and place on both of your sleeves, you'll clearly move on to section 3 of our trades. In section 3, you'll find your emitters. You choose one of those emitters, place it on the top hollow opening side, and just simply twist secure. Just simply twist, twist, twist until you cannot anymore.
I'll choose a bottom piece.
And when we're ready for our last and final step
It's really easy, you too.
we'll flip our chassis upside down to expose those power cells. We'll cover up those exposed power cells for pommels in section 4, and just like your ears, all you have to do is simply twist secure. However, this step can get cross-threaded quite easily. So that's why it's easier if it's upside down, flat level, and all you have to do is simply twist secure. With that said, congratulations, you have completed the building process.
You finished yours fastest.
You're satisfied with the design.
Oh, we've done it before.
I've done it before.
Gathers or myself.
That was 8 minutes.
Yes. That's the one, my friend.
The one.
Can I take a look? Of course. Thank you. Looks good, sounds great, excellent work. This is your activation switch. Up to activate, down to deactivate. I will tell you when the time comes to activate your saber. Let me just make sure everything's all right with it. Looks all good to me. All right, are we just actually, never mind. These are the new parts. You can't purchase the extra ones up there. All right. Is this the one? Can I take a look real quick? Thank you. Looks good, sounds great. All right, this is your activation switch. Up to activate, down to deactivate. I will tell you when the time comes to activate your saber. Just make sure everything's all right with it. Everything's perfect to me. Excellent work, my friend. How are you doing? Is this the one? Can I take a look real quick? Thank you. Looks good, sounds great. Excellent work. This is your activation switch. Up to activate. I will tell you when the time comes to activate your saber. All right, looks good to me. I do have to compliment you on this part. I think that's the choice of everything. If you could all please take one big step back. Maybe even 2 if you can. This is where the fun begins. As you can see, my fellow gatherers are going around and placing their notes in stabilization chambers. Now, the step would normally be done by the Jedi, but sorry to break the news to all. Us gatherers are not so sensitive like yourselves. You must rely on technology before us, and as I'm sure you know, with your own personal technology doesn't always go according to plan, but we may have something that's down the line. But rest assured, we always persevere. And you can see some of our failures in the ceiling, and I probably shouldn't point those out to everyone. one, but I'm just going to go ahead and start the system up here real quick. I have a bad feeling about this. Let me just make sure it doesn't go over this time.
With many parts you began. Yes. With the heart of the saber they are joined. Much more they will become. It is time.
Master. No. The force is so strong that you will have Master Yoda join us. This is a sacred honor. He's right. It's time to forge that bond between the saber and its wielder. In a moment, I'll ask all of you to return to your stations and activate your sabers together as one. So take that step forward. Place your hands on your hilts. Deepen that connection between you and your lightsabers. Now, builders, together as one. Activate! Raise your lightsabers. For you have just built a lightsaber, like all of the Jedi and the Sith that have come before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, all it takes is a spark. So raise your sabers high and raise them with pride. It's the work, my friends.
Complete your lightsaber is. Choose your path it cannot, but fight your way it can. May the force be with you.
Is het meer?
Thank you, builders. You are all as unique and extraordinary as the lightsabers that you have held in your hands. And in your hands, you now hold remarkable power. And remarkable power shouldn't be dropped on the ground. So protecting the lightsabers are creatures that a saber sheath is easy to part. That's not to be a judgment or a time to get
By a thing.
Your journeys are just beginning. It is time for all of you to make your marks in the galaxy, and who knows, maybe one day we're going to be standing right here, telling your stories. And until then, as you say here in the Black Star Outpost, safe travels until the spire! Till the spire!